Yeah, we live, we live, we live, we live, we live, we live. Look, I went live. I was talking, and then phew, I lost service. I don't know what the hell happened, but so I want to review Wack 100 and Adam 22, their chemistry, their show. Um, I'm really growing to like what they're doing, and I like the fact that Adam is white and Wack is black because certain things that Adam says to Wack, a black person can't say it to Wack. Yeah, of course you can if you want to, but it's just not gonna go well because you know it's gonna turn paru. And I give you one example. So Wack was saying that he likes the fact that he has police officers that live in his community because if anything happens and somebody calls the cops, because there's cops already living in the community, cops will rush to the place because it's like we have our own there. Imagine if like there's a neighborhood that a bunch of bloods live in. Okay, let's not say a bunch of, but let's say 5 bloods live in this neighborhood. Something happens where somebody calls some bloods to go there. Because there's bloods already there, the bloods is more it's more enticing for them to show up faster because they got the people there. You know what I mean? That's what Wack was explaining essentially. And then Adam was like, because as Wack is talking, he's like, I got police officers that live in my neighborhood. You know why I like that? Adam's like, so you can snitch quicker, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but the point is, Wack, if a nigga said that to Wack, would have been like, what? Paru. Oh, Paru. You know what I mean? But with Adam, I think, we all know when white people talk, it's almost like they're on the outside looking in. So we don't take them as serious as when a black person speak. It's like, you should know how to conduct yourself, nigga, because you're black. You know what I mean? And Adam makes a lot of gay jokes that a black person sitting across from Wack cannot make. Adam was like talking about dick sizes. He want to check out some guys. You know what I'm saying? Always making these gay references that if a black dude was sitting across from Wack and was making the same references, people would have been like, Wack, why the hell you saying across from a dude like that? That's gay. Wack, you gay for that. Like it's like you are what's the word? Secondhand gay. You know what I mean? But if Adam says anything that is pause worthy, they would just say, that's a white guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's white, he can get away with that. So that distinction between them two is what makes it real dope, right? And they can check each other, they can call each other out, and there won't be that friction. Whereas if it was a black person, Wack, I feel like Wack will be more on his toes, like, I gotta come this way so the culture don't look at me that way. Whereas if he's with a white person like Adam, it's less judgmental because he is a guest in the culture. So people don't hold him to the same rules and principles that they hold other black people to. And that's what makes this show dope. You know what I mean? So I watched some clips and I pretty much watch a huge chunk of it, but I think there's some parts that I didn't watch. So I'm gonna watch that and I'm gonna still like review the show while I watch, the segment that I haven't seen yet. But Blueface, did say that, he insinuated that when he went to Baltimore, he got his dick sucked. He can't fuck Krishan because I think the pussy is probably like dismantled from the baby coming out, or formless, and it's probably rebuilding itself, like it's tightening itself up, so he can't. You know what I mean? He can't do nothing, but he probably got head. I think Jaden going to hear that and probably wild out. But let's check this out.
And you want to be here for that?
Yeah.
Are you going to let him talk, or are you going to do the thing you did to TQ?
What I do to TQ?
Just kind of barked over him the whole time. I feel like you and Soulja Boy are going to unite on some weird, like, Power Ranger, Pyru Ranger thing, and you're going to yell.
Now, when I was, on the show with Wack 100 and we interviewed TQ, there were a lot of people in the comment section that was like, yo, Wack, you kept cutting off TQ. You wouldn't let TQ speak. And, TQ, Boosie accused him of like stealing money from him, robbing him, forging his signature. So I think with that allegation and TQ wanting to clear his name and us not knowing if he actually did what Boosie was saying or not, because Boosie has a louder voice than his brother. I think Wack was on like, let me see if he can dance with me. Let me see if I can catch him in a lie. You know what I'm saying? I think Wack's angle was like, let me bring this aggression and see if he folds. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's the angle Wack was coming from.
Let me together the whole time.
No, first of all, I'm trying to kill the beef. That's my homeboy, and you my partner. So I don't know what the y'all trip is.
Let's get Desto Dub in here too.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if I want to provoke that.
He don't like me?
You don't like Soulja Boy.
Oh, we can do that.
I don't know how it feels about you.
Desto's a businessman. You know what? That'll give us some numbers.
That'd be cool.
Soulja Boy do it, Desto will do it. I mean, I know Desto, I know Soulja. Like, they ain't finna do nothing.
He has some of the most classic interviews in the history of hip hop.
Soulja
Boy.
Drake.
Yep, that one was Breakfast Club. And then Vlad when he talked about killing the dude and bow, 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 bow.
His gun sounds is not with 6ix9ine's gun sounds.
You think 6ix9ine got some good gun sounds?
Come on, bro. Y'all remember that? I did the interview with Academics.
Let me transition. So 6ix9ine did an interview with some guy, saw a little chunk of it. He's basically telling a version of how the deal happened with Fume Vapes. Sounded a little different than the version that you told about how the Kodak song came together. You came on here and told a version that to me sounded a little different.
All right. We're about to see how Wack is gonna spin this. Now, Wack is a great spin, right? But at the same time, if Wack made people feel like 6ix9ine paid Kodak for that verse, it's like I don't think Wack said it, but I think people could have had their own idea of it. 6ix9ine did say that he don't even own the song. They paid Kodak, and I'm assuming that they pay 6ix9ine too, so they can own the publishing, masters, and whatnot. But what I can say before I even watch what Wack is about to say is that Wack on his post on IG, because I was following what was going on at that time, Wack was shouting out the Fumes vape people for putting up the bag. So when he said that, it was clear to me that they put up the bag. They were the replacement of a record label, whereas a record label will put up the bag, right? The songs get recorded, and then the record label would recoup later, and then they can take the music and go put it in soundtracks or whatever to keep recouping and whatnot. You know what I mean? And get profits, all of that. I was looking at the vape Fume people as they were in replacement of that. They acted as a record label. And I don't think Wack was hiding that. So it was interesting. But let's see where this argument is about to go.
He just said he didn't pay for it. He didn't.
He said Fume put the money up.
Definitely.
So you came in here and you told that whole story acting as if there was 6ix9ine's money going to Kodak.
Never said.
But it was actually from a vape company.
Find the clip.
You never wanted to mention it was from a vape company?
I never
You could have told us that.
Hold on.
You wanted to make it sound like 6ix9ine paid for it.
Definitely didn't. That's disrespectful.
Why else would you not mention Fume?
Hold on. I wouldn't allow 6ix9ine to go in his pocket and pay for it.
You made it sound like you paid for it.
Then I would have 6ix9ine looking crazy.
Yeah, you did.
If you go look at every post regarding that on my Instagram, Fume Vapes is tagged on every one.
Just tagging them?
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't mean that they paid for the entire feature.
They paid for everything.
Normally when you have a...
Go look at the fucking check. I posted the $1 million check.
In a video,
did I not post a $1 million check on my Instagram?
You do a music video and you have a sponsor. You're not normally thinking that the sponsor is paying for the entire video and the feature.
Let me ask you a question.
You led us to believe that 6ix9ine paid Kodak Black for the feature.
I never in life said 6. That would be some punk shit.
You could have came on here and educated the people who choose to watch this by telling them about how you get a vape company to pay you millions of dollars. You did not. You led us to believe that Daniel Hernandez was a bitch who paid Kodak Black $1 million.
What kind of business partner would I be to allow him to pay that money?
But instead you came on here and acted like that was the case.
Never.
But you could have clarified.
What do you mean?
And it would have been
Motherfucker, read.
very interesting.
Read.
You're acting like it was obvious.
Go pull it up.
Nobody thought that. Everybody thought that 6ix9ine paid for it.
I don't know why.
I didn't think 6ix9ine paid for it. No, that's cap. I thought the Fume Vape people paid for it. Definitely, you know. But I thought they probably paid a big portion and the record label paid the rest. I didn't think 6ix9ine was gonna come out of pocket. Why would he? He signed.
He thought that. You got Vape.
Maybe because his manager came on here and acted like
not his manager, his business partner.
Sure.
You got Kodak and you got 6ix9ine with Vape. 6ix9ine whole gear. Like, wait, 6ix9ine's whole gear is Fume merch. They launched that day.
Right.
Right? Now, I structured the deal. Vape owns the record. 10K distributed. They got to do a profit share with 10K. That's their artist.
They're not getting their money back.
Who not? That's cap.
That song is not going anywhere.
One thing about streaming,
Song ain't doing nothing.
If I showed you some shit,
show me how much money it's made.
Let me show you something.
Whip out your little app.
I'm gonna show you some real shit.
I don't buy it. All right,
let me show you.
Is this like the Gene NFT / energy drink thing? Because that was a real mess too.
Your guy brought it to me. I never knew nothing about it.
My guy?
Your guy.
I don't got any guys who do any kind of Gene energy drink business.
Now watch this.
Who are these guys you speak of?
What does that say?
It says
streaming how many times a day? It's averaging what? 700,000.
600,000.
Right? All right, now take a guess. Look at that. How old is that song? That's how the money made.
That's a song from 20 years ago.
That's Hated to Love It.
That's Hated to Love It.
Fucking 17 years ago.
Right. No, that is a classic record that will get played forever.
No, what I'm saying
There's a big difference between that and 6ix9ine and Kodak's record.
The song. This is a classic. I'm just telling you, the minute 6ix9ine does something different, right? It'll just keep spiking. It'll never go nowhere. That's the beauty of streaming. I used to hate streaming. I used to think we were losing money streaming, right? Okay, but here it goes. Game drops an album, right? They ship 500,000 copies all around the world.
Yeah.
People bomb. They re-up it, another 150. When it slows down, somebody gets that spot at Best Buy, Target, so on and so forth, right?
Mm.
You go in there, right, and you don't see it no more. See, with streaming, it's a continuous thing.
Yeah.
Your packing and shipping charges aren't there. It's continuous, and your service in the world. We wasn't fucking shipping to Scandinavia, like, you know what I'm saying?
Got to do about 1 million streams to equal the price of like one CD, but yeah.
Not
no, 1 million, but
no, it's 1,500 streams.
Equals like $10.
Yeah, so you know, every million streams is like $4,500 plus $800 on the plus. It's like 5,200 on Spotify. On Apple's a little higher, like 6,000-7,000. And I think Tidal pays the most.
Why? When
that's crazy. All right, so 1 million streams. Let's say 1 million streams is like 5,000. All right, so. That's 100 million streams times 5,000. Wow. 2 million streams. Let me see. They gotta have a stream calculator or something like that. Like essentially, like if you're an artist, you have to streaming must be difficult. Because you know, even if you drop an album, how many of the songs on the album is really gonna go viral for you to be able to get crazy amount of streams from? Like, think about it, you know. So it's hard. It must be difficult. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I think they're making some money though. Like the people who are streaming, like let's say, for example, Ice Spice. Let's see her songs and let's see how much. Like, hold on. Wow, I can't even type right now. It's my Ice Spice. Ice Spice got like a song that is like 143 million, 142 million, 62 million, 668 million. Wow. Boy's a liar. That's her. Oh, Pink Panthers, Ice Spice. That's her and somebody else. Okay. Barbie World, 282 million. Okay. So people like that, they making money. So you can't be like no low tier streamer streaming like 200,000 streams and be making money out here, man. That's why the guy Money Man saying his catalog is worth $40 million. Somebody offered him $40 million when Future just sold his catalog for 60 something million dollars. And Money Man, why would anybody give you 40 million? Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't, because get your money, but it just doesn't make sense. It just sounded like he posted that for people to talk about him. Because honestly, like, how can Future get like something like 60 to 70 million for his catalog and Money Man catalog be worth 40 million? You know how many hits Future has? Like, come on, it's ridiculous. Like, so it's very interesting. I think it's just like every game, when it comes to like selling weed, a lot of people selling weed will front and act like, yeah, selling weed, they're making money, or doing OnlyFans. People like, yo, they making hella money on OnlyFans. But it's only a few percentage at the top that's actually caking, and everybody else is just like nickel and diamond, and they ain't making nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the hype is everybody's making money. You know what I'm saying? And it makes everybody want to join. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get involved, but most people are at the lower tier. So it's the same. I think the same thing, but rap music. That's why they always say rappers are broke. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not really streaming a high level, how you making money?
Song was blowing up. Wouldn't 6ix9ine come out and just be, or not like the song, but like the storyline around it? Why wouldn't 6ix9ine come out and say, hey, I didn't pay Kodak for this verse?
Nobody ever said. I just told you what Kodak made.
In Kodak's verse, he says, I got a rat giving me cheese. He's talking about 6ix9ine, saying 6ix9ine gave him the money.
Well, 6ix9ine never gave him the money.
6ix9ine brought Fume to the table.
For one, Wack handed Kodak his money.
So you're the rat.
No, motherfucker.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. This is what they do, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see, Adam can talk like that to Wack, you know what I'm saying? Because of the racial distinction that they have, But if it was a nigga that said that, Wack would have to stand on business and Pyru the fuck out of that nigga.
Watch your mouth. See, that'll get you fucked up on camera.
Yeah.
That'll
He said a rat's giving him cheese.
Listen. This is a black world.
I'm just
white
saying.
guy.
I'm just
saying. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I just told you. It's a black world, white guy.
Yeah. So, it was symbolic. He's doing a song with 6ix9ine.
Right.
Kodak never knew really where the money came from.
Okay.
All he knew is he got his money.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody was there when Kodak did his verse but me, right? And when I paid Kodak, I took it to him personally, right? So at the end of the day, shout out to Vape Fumes.
Fume Vapes.
Fume Vapes, Vape Fumes, right? And think about it. If there's merch involved, 6ix9ine made a lot of money on that deal.
People were buying Kodak Black / 6ix9ine / Fume Vapes merch.
The vapes. Snoop Dogg has a vape deal with Fume.
If you spent money,
Snoop Dogg has a vape deal with Fume. If
you spent money on Gene NFTs, I would like to speak to you. I am your CoffeeZilla, and you are my Logan Paul.
Listen, do you understand what a catalog is?
No. Sears?
No, for real, just a catalog. Period.
Yes.
All right, so now you have a vape company. Imagine this, right? Anytime somebody may want to license that song, do anything with that song.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No bullshit.
Probably don't
Bro,
worry about that.
Listen, I don't know why you counting 6ix9ine out. Like he's not a thing.
I mean, a big budget video with Kodak Black. Nobody gave a shit about it.
That wasn't a big budget video.
Well, it was it had about as much publicity surrounding it as any song.
But it wasn't a
ever
big
in
budget.
this modern age.
6ix9ine did the video. He
No,
does
the
all
video
the videos.
did look like it was filmed in about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, we knocked that down. We knocked it out.
I just,
You hating on it?
I'm not even like hating on it. I was just kind of.
Now you gotta ask yourself.
No, I guess it's fair to say I'm hating on it. Yeah.
No, hold on. Let's just be real. Let's put that.
Yo, the song has 39 million views on whatchamacallit, on YouTube. What the hell is Adam talking about? How many rap songs got 30 million views? 6ix9ine does numbers, Now, as far as like getting that money back, licensing the song, all of that, yeah, I think 6ix9ine will have to keep going viral, I think it would take some time to make that million back. But whoever made that deal, I'm gonna assume that they were smart to have calculated how they were gonna make that money back before they invested that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna assume that. What's it called? What's the shock? Let's see if it's even like if they're showing the stream numbers. Shakalaka. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna hold you. Shakalaka has like 10 million stream views right now on Spotify. Okay. Now that's Spotify, so that's money from Spotify. Okay. And it's probably gonna be making money also on whatchamacallit, on Apple. I don't have Apple, so I can't tell. But let's assume that Apple is also 10 million. Let's just assume, okay? So let's see. That's the song would have made about 100,000 so far. How else are they gonna make the money back? Did they make a deal so they can get the YouTube streams also from 6ix9ine? Because it's 39 million views on YouTube. Did they say, hey, 6ix9ine, we want a part of the YouTube views? Put on this merch and we want a percentage of the merch. Yeah, I think if they utilize different avenues, they can probably break even, which is probably what they intended to do, break even and have the name Vape Fumes or Fume Vapes be known to the world, but I don't think they probably strategized this to make profit because it's going to be very hard. But eventually, we don't know what's going to happen, between Kodak and 6ix9ine. Let's say they get into some fight. Streams go up, merch can go up, things can go up, you know what I mean? Or if they come back together and make another song, the song will go up too. So a lot of different things can happen, but the content was created. So as long as you have the product and the and content being king, you can always make a flip,
Let's put some things into perspective. Because I don't like when people like paint a fucked up picture of somebody that's not right. All right, so
Show me
So
how much money is that song?
No,
again?
so
you don't
on-
have access to that information.
so on Spotify, it's at like 10 million. That's one platform.
Okay.
I don't know what it's doing on YouTube. You could check that. Apple, I'm not checking that right.
I heard people buy a lot of fake plays on all these
Definitely
platforms.
you gotta remember, he didn't get any playlisting.
Maybe Fume Vapes.
He didn't get any playlisting. 38 million on YouTube, right? You got 38 million on YouTube.
This podcast will probably get 38 million.
Look, he got 10 million here. And we don't know what else he's doing. That's just right. That's with no radio, no playlisting, just him putting it on his page.
Right.
Right. Now, Lord forbid he does an album and he includes that in his album, which contractually it might read that. But it's nothing wrong, right, with having a song as a vape company that you have ownership with are the masters.
Why would a vape company want to own a song?
Because they're already doing business with him with the vape. You understand what I'm saying?
Why would they want to own a song?
Why not when you're doing business with the guy with the vape? And they're from the owners are from overseas. They're not from here.
So they're just like clueless billionaires.
They're not clueless. They got a lot of money, but they're not clueless. It's nothing wrong, brother. It's nothing wrong.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong. It just seems kind of
They have the vape, they have the merch, and so you're looking at it one dimensional.
And the NFTs.
They have the vape, the merch, and the music. They got publishing, they got royalties, right? They got all these different streams of revenue to make their money back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So you can't look at it like the music, the song was just part of his deal.
Maybe Home Depot should buy a 6ix9ine song.
Hey, listen,
It makes about as much sense.
I would love a Home Depot to buy any artist.
You would, but why would they? It seems they have decided not to buy.
Who? It's
Home
like
Depot.
you like hating on 6ix9ine. But when you was on FaceTime with him, you was sucking his dick, Adam.
I said about 2 words. I sucked
Hey,
his dick.
6'8".
I did not.
Man, bro, I'm Wack. I'm glad you made this happen.
Hey, buddy.
When can I interview?
Great to talk to you. Yeah, I said come do an interview.
Okay, then.
But he won't do it. He'll do interviews with random business guys.
No, he got to do one with Jason Lee
Why?
because he's supposed to have been there. He just hasn't been to California.
What's he gonna talk to Jason Lee about?
Hey, bro, that's my brother about a whole lot of shit.
I'm just saying.
You scared? Did you interview with Jason Lee?
I did.
So why you hate on people
I'm
that
not
you were
hating
sitting
on
in front of?
You're doing this boring thing where you accuse me of hating on everybody that I have anything to say.
I mean, you
about.
kind of got like, first is like, fuck 6ix9ine. And I'm like, he got to do it with Jason Lee. Then you're like, why Jason Lee?
See, you said that I said fuck 6ix9ine. I never said fuck 6ix9ine. I was just wondering why a vape company would want to pay him $1 million or pay Kodak $1 million to do a song with him. Only for him to then decide that the whole public narrative about it was wrong months later.
Who decided that?
I mean, him. Like, we didn't hear anything about this idea that somebody else paid for it until now, right?
Well, I mean, listen, I tagged Fume Vapes on everything.
I don't think he did, though.
I don't know what he did.
We can actually look at his page right
Hold
now.
on, put it up.
Let's look.
I know his whole attire that he had on. And I don't know if you know about 6ix9ine, but in the first hour of his merch, it makes a ton of money.
Yeah.
This is a fact. Yeah. And so you got to remember, bro, y'all stay looking at the US. He's 3 times bigger in the Latin world than over here.
I feel like he probably took the thing about that Kodak song down. When did it come out? What month?
I don't know.
I feel like he took it down.
Like the truth is, I think a lot of 6ix9ine's viewership, it's like he had the craziest transition rebrand because, all right, Black Americans is not fucking with 6ix9ine for the most part, right? Because it's like, yo, you a snitch, you know, you put a lot of niggas in jail. Mexico is not saying that. He can do a show in Mexico, Puerto Rico, Cuba. He can go to Europe, you know, he can go Latin America, like, so. But at the same time, though, buying the merch, if he puts up a merch right now, it's a majority of the people that's gonna buy the merch Latin Americans that live in America, or was Wack accounting for the Latin Americans who are outside of America? Because are they shipping all over? If you in Cuba, are you able to purchase a 6ix9ine merch when it drops in an hour? Or is Wack only accounting for the Latin Americans that's in America? That's interesting. That's something to, you know, find out, you know.
All that shit down.
I don't know.
Huh? 1 month ago?
I don't know.
What is it right now? September 15th. So this would have been August. July 22nd is when he posted it. Oh yeah, it is right here. Oh, he did. Yeah, he tagged Fume Vapors. He thanked you in the bio too.
Who's that?
6ix9ine. He thanked you.
What'd he say?
Thank you.
I don't see that kind of shit.
Thank you, Fume Vapors, Shlomi VGI, and Wack 100 for making this happen.
Shlomi's the owner.
There you go. Maybe I'll follow him. Maybe I'm trying to get down.
Good dude.
Fume Vapes.
Bring him up here. Good dude. Yo, Adam.
I just don't really.
No, but listen, Adam.
I don't have it in me to just hang out with random people.
Adam, listen to me. See,
What?
that's your fucking problem.
No, that's something that I think
Adam, listen.
that's part of why you do well in business. I can't do it. I can't
Adam,
just hang out with people because
they have a fucking product. You have a platform that runs ads.
right.
Why not, bro?
Because
If he
I
wants to do
value
some-
my time and my energy too
Are
much.
you saying something's wrong with? Are you what you mean?
I'm sure he has a lot of money. I'm just not going to go like kick it with him. I'm not going to go to a Falcons game with him.
Bro, what if he comes in and say, yo, I like what you're doing. Can we wrap the table with fume vapes?
Oh, it sounds terrible.
What you mean?
Wrap the table?
Or put a banner up or something.
Anything besides that. Maybe we could put up a box of Fumios next to the Durkios and
I'm just saying, though,
Vizios.
I mean, like, I'm going to be real.
I think you love doing the fake Hollywood shit.
What's fake about that? These are businessmen.
About hanging out with people just because they have money. Now, to do a meeting,
wait.
I get
Hey, yo, Adam be saying off the wall shit to Wack. Yo, look at Wack's face. He said hanging out with people because they have money. Bro, nah, that's crazy. That's wild. That's wild, man. Look. When I was around Wack and we was, he was driving, it was just me and him in the car. And Bimmy called Wack, Bimmy from Supreme called Wack. And, he saluted Wack when he called Wack. So off the rip, I'm like, that's an East Coast nigga. And I've heard a lot of people say, yo, Wack, stay out of East Coast business. That's an East Coast nigga handing out Wack and giving him respect off rip. And it's cool. It's nothing against that. But in the moment, I'm like, okay, what's said in public, it's like it can create a perception, but when you are on the inside and you can see what's going on, a lot of people do business with Wack. A lot of people fuck with Wack. You know what I'm saying? And Wack is never turning shit down and, turning up his nose. I did not get that energy from him. I was in his studio and I saw a lot of young dudes who were, recording, trying to get on, and Wack is giving them all opportunities. And he's like, yo, yeah, I just, get niggas out the streets. And I don't care if you blood or crip. I say, yo, in the studio, y'all don't do no gang banging in here. If it's really that serious and niggas gotta, do their thing, gotta go to the back, get it over with, come back, make music. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see that, so it's like I have a different perspective of Wack outside of the internet character that is Wack 100. You know what I'm saying? Where he has admitted that he is a social media nigga. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's just hanging out with people because they're rich. But of course, Wack is gonna be hanging out with people because they can benefit him. They have a product that, Wack is the type to see a product and be like, I can get this thing that you have to this person and make it profitable. I can get it to this person who has this. He's like a connector. You know what I'm saying? And of course he wants his cut and all of that. But their dynamic is very interesting because they really get at each other's necks. But it's like, it's okay, or it works for them because of the racial dynamics, I would say.
I could do a meeting.
Who the fuck said hang out with him? I don't hang out with nobody.
Yeah, you spend all your free time hanging out with vape guys.
What do you mean? I don't hang out with nobody. I talk to them by text, but they have a product. You have a platform.
Come on over. We'll vape.
No, you have a platform where ads can be implemented in your.
Right.
Somebody may want to pay you for that.
I'm not against that.
Then what the fuck are you talking about? That's all I'm talking about.
I'm talking about you kicking it with vape guys.
I don't kick it with vape guys. They're friends of mine. I did business with them. Cool. If I run across an opportunity, I can text her right now. Would you like to promote your product in the No Jumper platform?
Thank you. I love that idea. That's what this has all been leading up to.
That's all I've been saying. Mush for brains.
What happened?
I did the putty cat. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here.
I hate this guy.
It's good too because they don't take each other personal. You can tell they're not taking anything in. If there's any disrespect, they check it on the spot and they move on with the conversation. They're not taking it in like some crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do something to you. This and that. I feel like when Wack leaves the show, he don't give a fuck what was said on there. When Adam leaves the show, he don't give a fuck what was said on there. You know what I mean?
I got a rat giving
Hey,
me
yo,
cheese.
let me ask you.
which is good because that can keep the show going. Like you see how he's just about to. Let me ask you, keep it going. You know what I mean? Don't stay on what the fuck was said that you disagree with.
Let me
Oh,
ask
here
you
we
a
go.
question.
I was about to try to wrap up on you.
Who's your favorite sidekick to a villain in a movie?
Sidekick
Like
to
the
a
number
villain.
2. I know who mine is.
I've only seen a couple movies, so
I know who
it's gonna
mine
be tough
is.
for me. A villain.
I mean, you know, like a gangster movie or maybe whatever. The sidekick to him. It could be a sitcom. It could be, you know, I like him. When it comes to sitcoms, it's the Asian guy in Banshee. You ever watch Banshee?
No.
Watch Banshee. You'll love it. It's a series. You and your wife will love it.
Banshee.
It's great. Great. I wouldn't give a fuck. This Asian guy is gay, but that motherfucker ride me any day. But in movies, my favorite sidekick is Bama and Get Rich or Die Trying.
It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
Remember, he met him in prison in the shower. They were showering up. Motherfuckers tried to kill him.
I was a
And he helped him.
huge 50 Cent fan, and I hated that.
No, I'm not
fucking
saying
movie.
50 Cent, but
The movie
listen,
was ass.
for the record, 50 did a great job acting. But
It
for
was
number
trash.
2, Bama out of all movies. I can't say, people say dude in Scarface, but he fucked Scarface's sister behind his back.
Who was the villain?
Huh?
Who was the villain?
Scarface was, but his number 2
What,
was,
he becomes the villain? He's the protagonist. He's the hero as
no,
well.
listen, the sidekick is number 2, right?
Oh, his other
Number
guy.
2,
The
yeah.
guy who he fucked his
50
wife.
Cent
his
was the main
sister or whatever.
character, and Bama is number 2, right? And I fuck with him because he didn't know him. And when they tried to kill 50 in the prison, he helped him. He rolled with him in prison. When he got out, he picked 50 up and he rolled with him and then killed his enemy at the end of it. I fuck with him.
That's great.
And Scarface, I can't call that because he fucked his sister. A lot of these people told on shit.
Really?
Hoodlum, I can't call Bumpy Johnson because he kind of like crossed the queen.
What?
Yeah, you see that?
What movie are you talking
That's
about
hoodlum. I mean, you don't watch movies, bro?
now? No.
You don't? You just watch porn.
I watch YouTube.
Do you?
I listen to podcasts.
I'm gonna tell you what I do at night, every night.
Movies kind of boring to me.
I put on
Grab the jerk.
No Jumper, the Adam and Wack show.
Smack the like button.
No. I
No.
let the first
No.
one play, and then you know they just all play back
While
to
you're
back
sleeping.
to back. Yeah,
Ooh, I love that.
every night they play back to back to back to back.
And then you wake up and you just see yourself.
No, I just wake up. They get through about 10 episodes.
You just
9
want to
episodes.
listen to me talk all night?
I don't hear you.
You don't.
I don't hear you.
But you can look up at me.
Just not looking up at you. You're
If-
really
if-
a queer, aren't you?
If you have to beat off,
Think
are you
about
gonna
Yo, so this is crazy, bro.
exit out? Are you gonna not want my face to be up there while you're beating off?
Why are you thinking about me and my peace, man?
I just wonder like what you do when you're alone.
Whoa,
What do you mean? I work. I brainstorm.
bro.
Company would want to pay him $1
Oh,
million
oh
or
my
I watch
God.
YouTube.
Do you?
I listen to pod. While you're
Back to
sleeping.
back. Yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
You?
But you can look up at me.
Just not looking up at you. You're
If-
really
if-
a queer, aren't you?
If you have to beat off,
Everything's
are you gonna exit out? Are you gonna not want my face to be up there while you're beating off?
Why are you thinking about me and my peace, man?
I just wonder like what you do when you're alone.
What do you mean? I work. I brainstorm.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. A black person can't say that to Wack. I wonder what you do when you're alone. That's a big pause moment. Where is Cam and Mace at? Like, this is crazy.
I bet you work.
I don't never sleep. I rest. Yeah, if I work.
You don't ever sleep?
No, I rest. I can't sleep because even in my sleep, I'm thinking, I'm processing.
Really?
Real shit. If I get 4 or 5 hours a day, that's a lot.
Sleep is the cousin of death.
Mm.
I don't know. That's a rapper's words.
Nas, yeah.
You know.
Good rapper.
And it's the truth. Sleep is a cousin of death. I rest.
I need everybody to check out nojumper.com. We officially
Yo!
started.
So yeah, okay. What's my final take on this show? I like the development of it. I like the back and forth between Wack and Adam. I like the bickering. I like how they check each other. I like how they don't take each other personal. I like seeing the friendship grow. I want to see rotating guests. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would love to be able to like go on a show once a month like, you know, how I was on there and go back on there and pop my shit. You know, I love doing this. I was seeing Wack on Clubhouse on the audio aspect of things, and we were able to develop a relationship on there. And we always saluted each other. And I always wanted to see Wack on camera because he has a personality, right? And every time he utilized Clubhouse as a tool to get his message out to all these blogs and different platforms, YouTubers, all of that, right? He successfully did that. And at some point in time, I was like, yo, Wack has hit his peak on Clubhouse and Clubhouse is dying. What is going to be the transition? And the fact that he was able to transition to visual and then get on Adam, I think that's dope. I personally think Wack is going to learn everything because that's how, like, he's talking about his mind and is always processing. I think he's gonna watch No Jumper, figure out how the whole operation works, and he's gonna bring it to 100 ENT and be and start his own production podcast situation over there. That's my prediction. He probably would do this for a while, and then the next thing you know is Wack has his own podcast in his studio, which, you know, I was at his studio. He already has the 100 ENT studio room. It's a podcast setup, has all the mics, has all the equipment, has all the, you know, I didn't see cameras, but I'm pretty sure cameras are somewhere. And, you know, got the monitors and whatnot. And it has all the logos, has all the paintings. It's dope. It's a dope setup, you know. But nobody's using that room. Nobody's utilizing that space. So I do think that while he's here with Adam, his mind's processing, he's learning, and he's gonna be able to take what he learned from Adam and transition to building his own thing in his own studio. So that's my prediction. But as for now, I love the development, and yeah, I can't wait to be back on there and really pop my shit again, man. And on that note, it's Beto, and I'm getting out of here.